I'm Professor Trevor Babcock for New Edge Science Academy, and I want to talk to you today about 3 things readers are looking for in your application essays. Whether your applications are going to a bachelor's program, maybe a BSMD, or maybe you're applying for a scholarship, I want to talk to you about 3 things I know your readers are going to be looking for. The first thing they're going to be looking for is mistakes. Okay, readers have stacks of paper just a mile high. They have to go through so many application essays, and they need to do it quick. Okay, it's not like these people are cruel or mean. They're just very busy. And so what that means is they're looking for any reason to pass on this essay and get to the next one because they just don't have all the time in the world. So when they find an essay that has mistakes, maybe it's hastily or sloppily done, 9 times out of 10, that's going to be that one's not going to make the cut because they're just looking for a reason to get to that next essay. So what does this mean for you? You don't want to give them a reason. You want to have perfect grammar, all your spelling to be absolutely perfect. Give them no reason to pass on your essay. Number 2, what they're looking for is a story. This is another mistake that sometimes students make when they write application essays, is that they want to give me all of their achievements that they have in high school. They want to go over their resume again, and it's like, no, you've already given me your resume. I have your resume. I'm not looking for that here. What I'm looking for is a story. The second thing they're looking for is some kind of a story that elaborates on 1, maybe 2 pieces of your resume. And you'll say, well, I've got all these great achievements over here. I've done all this. I've got service work over there. You can't get to it all in the course of 1 or 2 pages. You have to focus on one thing and tell a story about yourself. And what does that story need to get across? The number 3 thing I want to talk to you about, what are they looking for? What are your readers looking for? Is grit. Okay? And grit is one of those things that it's kind of hard to define, but so important in the field of education. Okay? And grit is what keeps you going. When 2 students hit obstacles, maybe they're both very bright students, 2 students that hit the same obstacle, one quits, the other pushes through. The second one, that student has grit. And your readers want to know that you have grit. They want to hear a story. They don't want you to just tell them, look, I'm going to get through this. I'm going to push through, because here's what they're thinking, by the way. They're thinking, we want to admit the students who will see this through to the end. Colleges are ranked by their the percentage of students who graduate. And so from their own perspective, they're thinking, we only want students with grit because that makes us look good, because now our students are getting through the program and graduating and going on and having success. That makes them look good. Okay, so you have something to deliver them. You are going to be the student that has grit, and you're not just going to tell them you have grit, you're going to tell them a story about a time when you had some goal, some problem came up, and you overcame it, and here's how you did it. Okay, so those are 3 things they're looking for. They're looking for mistakes so they can pass on you quick. Don't give it to them. They're looking for a story about who you are, not just a resume part 2, a story about who you are. And 3, what is that story about? It's about grit.